We've done it already.
Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop.
Hello and welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I am your scary neighbourhood dungeon master Aaron, and with me I have a collection of freaks and geeks that are one by one going to elucidate you all about who they are and what characters they play in this fantasy realm. You know, Mike, you're so far to the right, or your left rather, that you're almost off screen.
Don't bring politics into this.
Look how far. Yeah, that's better that way.
Yeah, that's more of an alt-right than a far-right.
What triggers me is you've got our worst enemy in shot, which is a door.
Oh,
How could you?
you've incited. You've incited something.
I'm sure we could handle this one.
I don't know.
So,
sturdy.
Bean's cat isn't eating pizza for the first time ever on the stream, I think. In our intro, I think you should go first with your
Oh my god.
with your spiel, please, cat.
Yeah. I ate my pizza already, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry to the viewers out there that are here to watch me eat pizza.
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Oh, shit, no. Our one person that subscribes is now unsubscribed.
It's my favourite bit of the show.
The cat eats a pizza in the open.
I'm a feeder!
Oh god.
Oh man.
Oh, dear. Well, I play Kayla. She's a lilac-skinned, white-haired tiefling. She's a battle mage who combines her enthusiasm for explosions with her whip skills. However, she is now somewhat without her magic and is learning to harness an alternative explosive power in the form of firearms.
Yes, okay, it's good. It's good.
Nice.
Getting better every week. You
Yeah,
reeled that off.
I'm better at reading it.
Yeah. Okay, Kat. You may have an inspiration dice to use in this session if you haven't already got one.
Because of the pizza, yeah.
But it will disappear at the end of this particular game.
I shall remember.
Use
it or lose it.
if you don't want to lose it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Mike, hit us with some business.
Business. Come on.
Business. Is it business time already?
It's business time.
Yeah, do it.
Get professional.
Get smart.
Yeah, I'm playing Ezra, our resident paladin. What was it?
Paladard.
Paladard, yeah.
Paladard.
I like that.
Sure,
It's that.
let's go with that.
Let's just
Paladard,
commit.
That doesn't even make sense. Bringing some much needed sophistication to the Misfit rabble. Although in this place he is out of touch with his charm, his looks have been outshone by a beautiful, beautiful man, if he is even still man or transcended, like such is the respect that Ezra has for that magnificent person, who's now taken away his beautiful outfit. So deprived of his magnificent garb, his words are at a loss in this place that doesn't seem to listen. It's not going well.
Poor Ezra.
But he will find his purpose. He's also his magic's shit here too. So, but he does enjoy this lightsaber thing that he's got.
Yeah.
Get to actually explode anything.
You can't just fall back on magic now. You've got to get good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. You may have an
All right.
inspiration dice to use in this session. I like how you incorporate a sort of personalised recap now with Ezra's intro. All right, Haz, why don't you go?
Sure. Hello, I'm Haz. I played the sickly, shifty scarecrow Brumbold. Straw type, wispy, drier than rye, stinky than whiskey. Or is it mould? Who's foretold? Pick a fight and your sling of verses of curses got your turning brain to mould. So behold, the horrors of rights and savoury delights that awaits those that dwell under the Hydra Heights.
Oh, very good.
Never
Nice.
mind.
Nice,
Very
nice,
good.
nice. Okay.
We're here too. Go on, move
Yeah,
on.
right, okay, you did it. Great.
I feel like
I award you double inspiration.
super inspiration, just
Bastards.
auto 20 whenever he wants it. Just
Yeah.
this roll.
You can
Just a gnat.
You can just roll.
When he on the
It's a
mic,
crit
you don't
every
go
time.
next.
He's
Yeah.
has
You
our
need,
Pat
you need to
Rothers.
buy a D20 with just 20 on every side.
You still got to roll it though.
That probably
Or
exists.
all d20s except for the 19th side, which is a 1.
Just the
Well,
So it's
we
I've got a D100 you can borrow.
we did just get a 3D printer, so we could make a D20 with 20s on every single side.
Okay.
And then 116.
Yeah.
or one
No,
with
yeah.
16s on it.
Oh, I bet I would be the only person who would consistently roll the 16. Consistently roll the 1.
Oh man.
Well, let's put that to the test. Roll a d20 before you do your intro and see if you get 16.
He got 20!
It is your time.
That's the only one.
What the hell?
Okay, well, I wrote a tiny little rhyme. It's gonna sound lame as fuck, cause
So this is going to be
that
a Nat 20 intro
yeah,
right now.
no. Hello. Which camera am I looking at? Yeah. Hi.
No, not mine.
My name's Pat, and I play Sif, and I wrote a tiny little rhyme for it, and it's going to be completely overshadowed by the other guy, who shall remain nameless. But he's also got better hair than
Do you want to beat Pat?
fucking bastard. All right. Let's see. Sif brings the beef. Though shaken in his belief, convos with his patron brief. Even without the deity, he's still a beast, prepared to eat his fist. In a steady prepared to eat the fist of a steady monk priest. His robes never creased.
Nice. Yeah. Excellent.
It was
Pat.
good.
Yeah.
That was excellent.
And you threw in
He
that
went
fist
there.
bit.
I know.
He went there.
Huh?
The
Yeah.
fist bit got in.
Yeah. No,
That was like literally
Yeah.
a second ago.
Have yourself
MF
some
Pat over
inspiration,
here.
sir.
Thank you. I wrote this as you were doing yours, so I don't, you know.
Nice.
I mean, that's equally as impressive.
I already have inspiration from last session. So
No,
I
it
do-
ran out, so just
Okay.
keep
It
it
ran.
as it.
Cool. I have.
They evaporate at the end of every
what?
Yeah.
session.
I think
I
we all
forgot
forget
about
to use them, so this is a good way to force us to use them.
I used mine instantly last week, so
So Craig, that just leaves you, and I know that you've prepared.
Nope.
Some
same.
choice words for us to savour the flavour of.
It's give me some.
Have you finished it? Is the
It's
last line complete yet?
No. Let's see.
Just wing it,
Yeah.
improv style.
So
Come on, you
yeah,
gotta add the last line.
I play Cray, reptilian bugbear fighter, tall in stature, small of mind, pink scaled hide and yellow eyed. My axe is hungry for all things unholy. If only I knew what was on the menu.
Cool.
Kind of rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the original murder hobo.
You are.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you get your inspiration.
Play me off.
So you've all earned your rewards. So it's recap time. So last session you made a bargain with Yek the Tall, who is the governor or overlord of the Under Mountain black market that you were perusing for new items such as laser pistols, laser swords, and nanotech armor. And you caused a ruckus because of Max's typical outlandish behaviour, and were forced to meet his judgment under armed guard. And whilst you were conversing, trying to wheedle your way out of that situation, you kept hearing the sound of a gruff voice telling you not to trust him, which turned out to be a dwarf whose beard had been completely shaven off. I forgot to make that point to you.
Oh.
So he'd been treated by dwarven standards very poorly.
Did his
violation?
Did his sister's beard also got cut?
No, his sister's beard was still in full effect, which was making him even more self-conscious about
Let's just not bring it up then.
his naked chin.
Oh,
Anyway,
the same.
In due course, you managed to arrange for the dwarf prisoner to be released into your care in exchange for Ezra's rather remarkable gemmed robe, which
He made a true sacrifice for
which amongst all the mishaps that Ezra has suffered, had always managed to maintain a certain level of dignity and dashing debonair style, and it is now gone. So you better hope that prisoner was worth it. The reason you wanted to release the prisoner was because he apparently knew the whereabouts of the Resistance headquarters or secret base, whatever.
Promised to take us there.
And promised to take you there. So he led you through the subterranean passages leading from the black market to a station where you could board one of the lightning rail carriages that travel all through this future desolate wasteland version of Faerun, and said that he will take you to a station that's as close as he can get to this secret location, and then lead you to it. But in order to ride the lightning rail cars, you have to have a ticket. Otherwise, there's a chance that the conductor of the lightning rail will come and kick you off. And lo and behold, despite the fact that I rolled percentile dice to see what the chances of the conductor appearing on the carriage on your journey, it worked against you as usual. But you met a young lad who was also travelling in that carriage that's promised that he would steal some tickets from the conductor's pouches, unpunched tickets, so they're still valid, in exchange for you buying him an alcoholic beverage from the refreshments trolley, which you didn't do.
No, we got a shandy.
You got a shandy. I mean, he wanted to get blasted, and the shandy was not adequate for that purpose.
I mean, shandy is the pub breakfast after a night out.
The hair of the dog.
Yeah.
So he was a bit miffed, but anyway, he was going to steal the tickets regardless, because you managed to befriend him despite his disappointment. And when the conductor appeared, which was like a towering construct in a militaristic sort of police uniform, kind of like a certain judge whose name rhymes with Fred. The young lad attempted to steal the tickets, but was almost caught. But fortunately, thanks to your distractions of the conductor, he wasn't ejected from the train and killed. He was allowed to stay aboard because you convinced the conductor that it was all a big misunderstanding, and he was trying to tuck the back of his uniform back into the belt of his trousers because it become unruffled. So never has there been a more exciting episode of D&D in the history of all D&D games, where you went on a train ride and convinced a robot policeman that his uniform had become untucked. So
a train ride's pretty exciting these days.
We saved 2 lives that episode. That is like a +2 compared to most episodes, which are at least a negative.
Usually negatives.
We saved the child instead of killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, this is true. This is all true. I cannot deny. So he gave you the tickets, and and gave them to you so that
We
the
stole them.
conductor, huh?
We stole them.
You stole them, yes. Sorry. So that the conductor had no reason to take issue with your using the transport, punched the tickets, and went on his merry way. And then that was it, I believe, at the end of that session, wasn't it? Have I missed anything important out that you guys can recall that I may have forgotten?
We found like 1,000 gold.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
And that was it. We
got off the platform and then everyone had to go to sleep because they're good little working drones.
yes. That's yep.
Yeah.
Did we go off the platform?
I hope no one from work is watching this stream today because as I have mentioned on the stream already, I have not done any work at all.
Oh.
Today.
Well, you just mentioned it now.
Yeah. Hi.
Well,
Oh,
too late,
no.
Pat. Now it is known.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
D&D.
so
D&D.
let's have some background music and we shall begin. Here we go. So the lightning rail carriage comes to a screeching halt at another platform very similar to the one that you first embarked upon this vehicle upon, and as you get up and to leave following the two dwarven siblings, he turns to you and he says, rubbing his stubbly but mainly bare chin, he says, "Just keep close to me and my sister here. This area can get a bit dicey if you're of a particular persuasion. Being as most of you, well, a few of you are humanish looking, you might be taken issue with. So try to keep a low profile. Humans these days are not looked upon very kindly because of how easy it is for them to be turned. So
I put my hood up over my head.
good move there. Good move. That's right. Follow his example.
Turned into
Yeah,
what?
I hunch my back even more. I'm like Banana Man at this point. I'm like,
Well, surely you've noticed like the rashes and scaling forming on your skin from.
my
been
skin
told
was
about
always
the
covered in
We've
rashes.
been told about this multiple times.
I'm covered in sewage.
Well, that's the first sign, and it goes quicker on humans or those with human blood.
Oh yeah.
You'll be transformed into a construct like being a gear forged if you're not careful. And as far as we know, there's no reversing the transformation. The condition is permanent.
I never asked for this.
Well, neither did I. So we have that in common. Right, keep close, keep your heads down, and follow us. Right.
Right.
So you get off onto this like stone platform in another arched brick tunnel, and follow him out one of the exits. And unlike the other area, this is bustling, and it's like a bazaar of various different races and creatures, but no humans are visible. It's mainly either the more bestial or goblinoid races that you may have encountered, and even some that you don't recognise.
Are there any orcs?
There's loads of orcs about, yeah.
Half orcs?
Not that you can see.
Is there much like mechanical enhancements like we saw in the other?
Yeah,
like
loads.
people with, like,
Yeah,
crazy limb
yeah.
things?
If you're specifically looking for them, you can see like prosthetic eyes, even some mechanical noses, jaws, hands, arms, legs, and they're all of varying degrees of sophistication. So some of them are really crude and even spark and jitter, whilst others are obviously a lot more expensive and more better manufactured. And they look to you with very little interest. Most people are just concerned about getting to where they're going at this point in the platforms.
Yeah.
As long as we don't draw attention to ourselves,
Complex,
right, guys?
So,
They're not the Druze you're looking
We're really
for.
good at not drawing attention to ourselves.
yeah, I would like all of you
This shouldn't be
to make a deception check, please.
You know, he rolled his practice rolls. Just after that one, rolled another 20.
Okay, so what's this?
Well, that's your lot.
He's rolled another 20. What the fuck?
Whoa!
No, he's not.
What the fuck?
I'm taking a photo.
This is like the three.
You rolled
just
3
aced-
20s in a row.
aced-
in a row.
I know, right?
Ace crits.
Aaron.
Yeah, I drew 3 crits. I don't know why.
Oh, you'll never guess what I just rolled.
1.
16.
That's 20.
If you all roll a nat 20 on this, I'm
I've just
getting up and
rolled
I'm
a nat
leaving.
20. I
I've got
Game
22.
over.
Game
I
There's
think-
no
man.
point in me playing.
Game over, man.
Man, we got some of the dice.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture too.
Oh, I really like those dice I posted on the.
Oh man.
Like
yeah.
I never bought my own dice, but that set.
Now's
I'm
your chance, Pat.
very
It makes me
tempted
feel
to
Look what I
quite
just rolled.
inside.
I rolled 16.
Oh.
What did you get, Haz?
See, I'm
Oh,
on
22.
I'm on theme.
22.
here.
What about Ezra?
What's your deception though?
11.
Oh,
Deception.
+1.
17.
how bad are Ezra's stats, Mike? Because
They're good. I've just been rolling. This time period is just not my time. Should I use my inspiration? Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
it's up to you.
It
Right,
might be a
let's
good
do it.
idea.
Burn it, man.
Because you look kind of like a human. That's just
Literally the first roll.
a radiant human.
Okay, it's better. 25.
25. That's great. Okay, so despite
better.
every now and then one of the more like menacing-looking individuals amongst these crowds bustling past you, like looking at you with interest, none of them see anything or enough of anything to warrant them stopping you, and you make your way through this warren of passages and stairways up to another platform, which is the architecture here and the state of its maintenance is poor. It's the stones are cracked. The ceiling has massive fissures in it, with areas where blocks have fallen down onto the tracks. As you enter up onto the landing of the platform from the steps leading up to it, rat-like creatures, but that are hairless, with swollen heads, suddenly disperse in panic as you step out onto the thing and disappear
Did
into
they have
various
like
holes.
brains?
Maybe.
Skaven.
And then
Wait, this is a different universe.
and it just looks
Rattling.
like it's been abandoned really to complete disrepair, and there's nobody on this platform. And as you are just do a perception check for me, just a retroactive perception check for me all, please.
Guess what I rolled now?
Nat 20?
20?
A 16.
16 is our 20.
Today is the day of the rolls.
Deception, was it?
Yep.
Oh man, only a 9.
23.
23.
19.
19.
Okay, my run of luck.
What'd you roll? A 1?
I rolled a 5 plus 3. That's 8.
Okay, so those of you that got above 15, you noticed as you were mounting these steps, quite apprehensively after the dwarves, he's like, "Come on!" There are signs posted on either side of the wall of the staircase saying, "Warning: this area is under maintenance. Please take care, as it could be dangerous." It's basically like
I can't read.
notifications in various languages
Right.
saying,
So I didn't notice that.
"Keep clear of this place." If you didn't get above 15, you didn't notice that. But
I'm a fucking idiot.
but I think Haz, Kat, Kayla, and Ezra did. But the dwarves are like, "Come on, it's all right. You'll be fine. You'll just mind where you step. Some of these blocks are loose and could crumble beneath your feet. If you see any exposed wood, don't step on it. Whatever you do, you'll go through. Right, just and he points towards like a bench that has been like one side of it is completely rotted away and it's just being held up by the rubble beneath one side, and what's left of this the frame on the other. He's like, just wait near this bench. I've got to do the signal, so it won't take a moment. So he goes off to the furthest edge of the platform, the stone block platform, avoiding like various like cracked and corroded areas and mounds of rubble. And he leans down in front of the tunnel, the gaping sort of dark tunnel mouth where the carriages travel on the monorail line, and he reaches around the inside of that wall, like precariously leaning out, and you hear him going, come on, where are you, bastard? And he nearly falls over, and his sister catches him. She's like, "Watch what you're doing! Let me have a go!" And she pushes him out of the way, and she says, "Here, hold my belt." And he's like, right, yeah, and he leans back and holds her belt as she leans out and fumbles around on the wall, and then she's like, got it! And you hear this clunk as she obviously pulls some form of lever, and all the lights on the inside of that dark tunnel start pulsing in like a striating sort of line, like a runway strip, almost like and this lasts for a few minutes, and then a few seconds, and then she pushes the lever back up, and it stops, and her brother pulls her back onto the platform, and they like come like tiptoeing back over towards you, avoiding all the various bits and bobs. And he says, right, that's the signal over and done with. Hopefully, someone on the other end will acknowledge that and send a carriage down to.
How many times, Aaron, was that those lights blinking?
3 times, like 1, 2, 3, like. So there's like a streak of signal lights, 3 pulses. So yeah, you're on the platform in this dilapidated, mostly abandoned area.
Okay, what do we do now?
It's up to you.
I ask.
He says, well, we're just gonna have to wait. They'll send a cart to us to use to get to them if they've seen the signal.
Okay. Is this place safe to look around?
I mean, be my guest. You can look around, but watch your step.
Okay,
Should
so
we
Sif just kind of starts walking carefully, trying to avoid all the rubble and all the fissures. He kind of just takes a walk around the.
Okay, do a stealth check.
Oh dear. Oh, 22. Pretty good.
22, that is good. Okay, yeah, so you avoid any potential pitfalls or trips and make your way over. What were you going to say, Kayla, just before you...
I was just going to say, maybe we should discuss, like, while we're waiting, exactly what we're going to sort of say to them when we get there, like, what exactly we want in terms of help, because I assume we're going to them to help us, like, get into the place I can never remember the name of.
Hydra.
So if they've... Yeah,
the hidden embassy of enlightenment, right?
that's the one. And whether or not they've
That's brilliant.
sort of any leads to where other artifacts might be.
Good idea.
Also, like, obviously I think we should probably explain to them kind of our situation, because I feel like, at least from what I've heard, they should hopefully be kind of sympathetic and want to help. Yeah, just being crazy, like us thinking maybe we should try and prepare before we talk to them about what we actually want to talk to them about. We never do that.
This is madness. I don't understand.
I don't have my fireballs anymore, Craig. What else am I supposed to do?
You're in charge now, Kayla.
So I guess we want.
God, no!
We want to convince them that our goals are going to somehow help topple the ruling overlord classes, whatever
Governors.
they are, the governors. Yeah.
I mean,
whoever they are.
it is. We won't be lying.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. To be honest, we're going to get some artifacts and bugger off. So
No,
maybe it
piss
won't
off.
do anything. But So we need to convince them of that, and somehow our acquiring these artifacts is going to help to destabilize.
I guess it's also like we can help them with that. Because I imagine part of us going to get the things is going to be like sort of going in against those powers anyways. So
yeah, I think you can also think of this as from a tactical standpoint, where we like, oh, this Bram will be like, we could also use them. Like if we need a distraction somewhere, and we need to get in somewhere, we could have them attack or convince them of going to one location, getting some of these automaton to follow them, and we can past.
Yeah, because I mean, we might. It sounds like it's not going to be easy to get into this thing of enlightenment. So if it's something that they are looking to attack, maybe it gives them the. I don't know. Yeah, just trying to think ahead a bit.
No,
gives them the reason to want to go in. I don't know. Just trying to think of things because we're going to need to convince them to help us.
Yeah, that sounds like a grand idea.
So
I agree.
The sister,
oh, sorry.
whose name is Nickel. I've just remembered that, even though I came up with it.
I had it. I think you came up with it on the spot when I was actually, because you were surprised. You were like, they're actually they're not murdering anyone. They're role playing.
They're actually discussing what they want to do.
I tried.
She says, hearing your discussion, she's like, don't get your hopes up about this resistance. You're not going to be pleasantly surprised. And the brother elbows her in the ribs. He's like, shush. It's like, that's for them to find out. Don't you disabuse them of their lofty notions. They're new people. They're new to this world. So I've never met a bunch so ill prepared for what they're about to face. And she's like,
we literally just fought giant monsters and died. We weren't prepared for that either.
She's like, well, how come you're alive then? What
the gods intervened.
Oh, them. Well, we don't have gods anymore.
Yeah, I can see it's working out well for you.
They've abandoned us. We don't have.
This place is crazy.
They've just left this place to the law, the Primus and that lot.
That's why we're here.
Well, maybe have you thought that maybe the gods don't want you to change things? Maybe this is what they always had in mind.
Well, maybe a couple of them. Maybe
they told us they want it, so we got it on good authority.
Right. Well, you all sound mad, so I'm just going to leave you to what you're doing. I mean, you're paying us for this. Well, you've paid.
With his
I
free.
saved your brother.
So
I used to be mad.
But I just feel bad. I feel bad that's just letting you go, and what you'll find is going to be not to your liking, I think. And the brother's like, shush now.
Well, we're going to be dead in a month anyway. Is it a month?
Do you have any suggestion for how else we might go about our goals?
Well, if it was up to me, I would, well, I'd give up and just go live my life as best I could elsewhere until the end comes.
But that's only a month.
Well,
I think that's only a month.
Yeah.
Well, you've not got long to wait then, eh?
Speak for yourself.
What is it that you wanted to go and investigate, Sif, when you went off?
To be honest with you, I just wanted to make sure we're not gonna get like ambushed.
Okay, well, do a perception check.
make sure of what?
We're not gonna get ambushed.
Okay.
Perception.
Mm.
Okay. Do I do it with an advantage because I prepared for it? No. Because that's fucking abysmal. This is 10, right?
Maybe use your inspiration.
Yeah, this one.
Is it a D10 or a
Inspiration is D20.
D20?
For me, anyway, in this game.
Okay. Okay, 23.
Nice. Okay, so you see a whole lot of those hairless pink swollen-headed rat-like creatures gathered under the lip of the stone platform as you go to the edge, and they all seem to be like chittering and communing with each other in like just barely audible.
I can understand it.
You can understand rat.
So hold on, let me tell you exactly this thing, because I don't remember it exactly.
Any spoken language, is it?
Hold on, open hand, snowfall, extra, tranquility. You understand all spoken language, and any creature that can understand the language can understand what you say.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. Well. Okay. So you because they're quite. It's like subaudible or audible kind of.
So just bits.
Yeah. Every now and then you hear words to the effect of like
Too many.
and
We can take them.
Oh.
Okay.
it's like they appear to be having a discussion about what you infers from this is that they're going to either swarm you any minute or not. They seem to be debating.
Okay. So they should not be aware that I can understand them. So I just casually walk back to the group. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I say, I say exactly what I just heard. I think we're about to be attacked. Have you seen those little fucking ratlings? So I didn't understand everything they said. Their language is even too crazy for me.
Yeah.
But I think we're about to be swarmed.
Okay.
Sharpen your sword.
Okay. Let me just turn on my chainsaw that's attached to my axe
I
now.
start Tesla gloves to like fucking deep fry mode.
So
Groovy!
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
So the dwarves are like, oh, don't antagonize them. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for. If you just, they're, more often than not, they won't bother you if you're not.
Shall we just stay on our guard?
But just don't provoke them. Whatever you do, please.
It's not groovy time.
Okay, turn it off.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
I did,
Misfits!
yeah, I did
You
say
gave
it.
us a chance to get out of it and we buggered it up.
He just passed, so like nothing happens. Fortunately for you at the minute. After a few minutes more of waiting, is there anything else you guys wanted to discuss or do whilst you're waiting for this cart to manifest, or are you?
I did the one useful thing I can do this session, so
How do we prove anything we say is true?
meter?
Weren't we giving him? We asked for some assurance from Sylvanus when we left. We said, "Can we
Yeah. and
get sort of?" Didn't he? Did he give us? He or she give us a letter?
We keep
I
forgetting that we have
remember
meter, who's
asking-
basically got all this information and he can like give it out
Or
to
did he?
people.
Did they say meter as the? I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah.
Could meter? I mean, that's my
They might not.
guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
does he just look like a? He doesn't look like a generic machine. Does he look like he's different,
He
special?
You remember Nugget in the Rock Lords?
Yes.
Remember how Nugget used to look?
Yeah.
He kind of looks like that, but a metal sphere.
Kind of like Johnny Five with.
So when he transforms,
Turns
it's like
into a sphere.
he's
Wally.
he's like a beetle-esque robot, sort of a
Okay.
cross between a robot and a beetle. I don't know.
It's like a toy.
If you guys look up Rock Lords Nugget, you'll see what
Yeah.
I mean.
Or imagine.
We've been raided by D&D Corso, by the way, guys. So a couple of people have popped into the stream. So thanks,
Nice.
D&D Corso.
Hello.
And hello.
Thank you
Hello,
for raiding us.
It's all gonna go wrong.
We have like no notifications or anything set up, so
Yeah.
Alright,
No,
okay,
I've got
cool.
too much else to
I'm
manage.
keeping an eye on the chat though.
So,
He's kind of like Wally, but like more spherical.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of cute. I do like that.
but smaller. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
quite compact.
Okay.
So, why are you asking me to this then? What are you?
Yeah.
Well, he's okay. I'll let you. You're
Yeah.
smart. I'm just the guy who punches things.
I'm not smart. Listen to this voice.
Even though you can't read and you're factually mentally, your mental faculties are incredibly slow. You are actually the leader of the group to this day.
What?
Even though,
No, I just go
Oh,
into
okay.
Kayla.
and half the time you can't actually form real words. We keep forgetting.
I pull out like a vegetable and hand it to Kayla.
Oh,
Yeah, you have the vegetable of leadership.
oh no.
The carrot of leadership.
It might be a bit dried up and shriveled.
Is the rest of the
Take a
group
raw
happy
carrot.
to accept this transference of leadership?
Is there even an official leader? I think it's just whoever speaks up most in the moment.
Pure
usually.
anarchy. Pure anarchy. But
No, I do think that Cray Cray was nominated the
is like low-key
party
the
leader
leader.
a long time ago.
Yeah,
It was a
multiple
big,
times,
it was a
yeah.
big mistake.
He's usually the person who doesn't step back when asked. Who's in charge of this lot?
Yeah. Oh, thanks, guys.
Okay, so
They got so much faith in me.
So
What, I mean,
Mita responds. He says,
I can prove anything that you require of me to anyone that would inquire. I can project holographic images detailing the adventures you had previous to arriving in this far future.
Not that I know
What's a
of,
holographic?
Here, I will show you.
and a beam of light comes out of one of his eyes, projects onto the like mottled, crumbling brick wall beside you, and he shows you a playback of your interactions with the guards
And we can
in the
see
black
ourselves.
market. And,
Ezra springs into action and says, "It's an illusion, don't trust it." And I'll swing my energy sword at it and try and cut it.
And your sword passes through the waves of light harmlessly. It's like,
You cannot harm light. It does not have a physical signature like other things do.
Bramwell's just gonna chime in and be like, oh wow, it's like a book come to life. Right, Ezra. It totally puts your life's work in the
Correct.
trash.
Correct. Think of it as a motion picture. A picture with motion.
I like
So
how
you're saying that
everyone's
this device
forgotten that
can
we're about to be attacked
retell
by
a
some
story
birds.
to anyone in its exact detail?
I can replay anything that you have done since you acquired me that I have witnessed.
Every single poop I've taken.
Ezra, you need to learn this spell.
Only since you've been with us, though. So,
I have pre-programmed footage from my previous master that I can use to prove to anyone you may encounter of the veracity of your statements.
The thing is, do we actually care? Do we trust those people enough to reveal our true purpose here?
I guess we'll find out.
Also,
'Cause we're very trusting to like scum and villainy.
I guess we're...
Also, the fact that we basically got CCTV footage of ourselves fucking up. It's
I mean,
not
you know,
good. What's-
there's
I just point to Ezra.
That's not what happened, and Ezra just points to his book. We heroically saved the day, fought off great beasts.
Yeah!
Were
Well, funnily
transported
enough,
forward
we
in
have,
time to
quite a
ensure
lot
that
of
such a fate doesn't happen again. I don't know what you're talking about. Defeat? That didn't happen.
we have quite a lot of footage of us fucking up because we've been streaming this for a while.
Where's the bit of me diving into the sewage?
Here, I will show you.
And on cue, he
Oh,
plays
brilliant.
back that exact scene of you struggling.
There it was. That's what that happened.
Just
Just as I remember it.
Just as that fades from the wall, as the light dims from his lens of his eye, you hear this rumbling, rattling sound coming from the dark tunnel mouth at the end of the platform.
I'll get my axe out again.
And as it grows louder and you feel some vibration emanating up through the floor from whatever approaching
Sounds like a purple worm.
thing is coming down the tunnel. The light strips pulse again in response in exactly the same pattern and for exactly the same duration, like 3 blip 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 blip, and then as the rumbling reaches its like crescendo, the loudest point, suddenly from the tunnel this cart, like which is basically like a wooden raft with 4 wheels, comes squeaking out of the tunnel mouth and comes to a stop.
Slightly less impressive resistance.
And it's one of those pneumatic
You have to
handle
crank.
handle primed sort of cranks, that you have to manually operate. But it's at the minute it's operating itself, going up and down, and then it stops and just wheels to a halt on the normal railway tracks, not the mono line that the lightning rail carriages travel upon. And the dwarves go, well, here's our ride. This is as far as we go. I believe the terms of our agreement have been met, so we'll be on our way. You just follow that passage all the way to its termination, and that will be where the headquarters of the resistance are.
I think if you don't come with us, they're just going to kill us on sight.
Oh, well, look, what's in it for us? We're not part of this conflict.
You'll be part of history.
Thieves and opportunists.
It's your call to action.
Didn't they do a hand gesture or something that showed we're friendly or something like this? That's why they've sent this card down.
It was the sequence of lights, like the duration, and that's how you. That's the signal to show that you're friendly, like you know how to communicate with them.
Oh, then they'll be fine with us. And we always make a good impression.
Do you want to try and convince them to come with you? You can do a persuasion check if you want.
I mean,
I'm saying I don't think we need them.
16.
I think.
What's your
I think
persuasion?
we do.
+1. 17. Oh, come on! You should call to action!
Okay, yeah.
What would
so
your mama say?
I'm gonna have to play these dwarves for the next for the foreseeable. Yeah, you beat their.
I mean, all we need is them
I need to get there.
to introduce us to the resistance, and then they can be on their way.
So his sister Nicole
Then we
like
can
elbows him,
kill
and
them.
she says, "Brother, we can help them. We'll come with you. We'll go at least that far." And he's like, "Oh, it's like, why did you rescue me? You should have just left me
Take
to
the
be
leaf out of
tortured.
that.
That they'd be shaving my groin next. I'd have been bald here and bald down there. A true shame for a dwarf. And even that's preferable for joining these nightmare people on their crazy crusade."
I believe that last time we spoke,
You haven't seen the half.
you were about to have your entire head shaved off of your body.
As I just said, that would be preferable. I don't want to get involved. And Nicole just elbows him again harder, and he's like, "Oh!" And she's like, "We'll come with you. We'll see you that far at least."
I trust the bearded one.
So she's like, "After you," and she points towards the little cart that's just waiting.
I step on it.
So you just
Are we all gonna fit on this?
you're just gonna walk straight off the platform, drop down onto the tracks, and yeah, you happy to do this?
How far from the tracks is the cart?
Like a good few feet,
Oh, okay, then I
Just
will
jump
drop
on the-
down.
and it's like maybe like 7 or 8 feet down.
Yeah, I'll drop down.
Okay.
Yeah, you first, because you're heaviest.
Yeah.
Right. So as you drop down, like hitting the rubble and what's left of the gravel that would have been laying there under the tracks, you crunch, and behind you you feel like your skin kind of prickles with this sensation of many eyes suddenly fixating upon you,
I told you about the rats, you bloody idiot.
and you hear a squeal like.
I told you
and-
about
and-
the rats, you bloody idiot.
Sif hears it like bits and bobs of language where these creatures scream like, "Intruder! Attack! Attack!
So
Combine as one!"
Oh, not a rat king.
Oh no!
And
It's like a rap version of Power Rangers.
turn around, cray
but
cray.
amongst this, you also hear protests, like voices like, "No! I will be killed!"
Can you talk to them?
Yeah, listen. So I bellow out,
Intimidate-
"Leave us, or
intimidate
you
them.
shall die," and they will be able to understand me.
Okay, so do an intimidation check then. Ooh,
Okay.
that's a bad roll. I think you're gonna piss this, pal.
14.
14. So the chorus of dissenting voices in their conclave, or for want of a better word, is the majority, and they're like, "See, they will mutilate and butcher us. They are too powerful. Come back, fools! Come back!" And the aggressors
What is
in
that
the group
noise?
are squealing.
We just said.
They say, we will get them another day. where they are least prepared.
Oh my god, we've made an enemy for life!
And then as you turn Cray, see what was beginning to be like a rising
Like a
sort
rat
of
king.
flesh tide of pink-eyed, flesh, hairless, swollen-headed rat-like creatures. They recede into the darkness and disperse and disappear into various holes and cracks within the walls.
I look for a minute. I'm like, okay then. I just walk on.
I think we should leave quickly. I don't think we should dwell here for very long. I think.
So, DM's assistant Pat. What was the name of the brother? Because it is
Copper.
Stormforge. Yeah.
For the what? Like this is the one time I actually made notes.
Yeah. So Copper, he says that was really close. You were about to be stripped of all of your flesh, and worse. Like they might even have burrowed into your body and used you as a flesh puppet. It's like you don't want to mess with the pinks. They're not
the
good.
pinks. I'm pink too. Maybe we're related.
Well, that maybe. But
They've not eaten enough. They're really small.
In vast number, and this is their territory. They are formidable. You shouldn't. They'll remember this. They'll remember this, and they'll be back. You can't always count on the voice of reason dominating their decisions.
Okay, Cray will remember this too.
Mm-hmm.
Same game.
This will affect your destiny.
I'll climb onto the thing.
Okay, so as I said, it's like a wooden platform similar to like half of a train carriage. It's
pretty.
It's quite large. It's large enough to accommodate all of you, but it will be something of a squeeze.
Yeah.
And there's very little to hold on to other than the pump handles in order to move it with. So who have you? I mean, you all getting aboard? Was there anyone else?
Aboard!
Yeah, I jumped straight after Cray after this little encounter because I heard all of those voices. Obviously, so I was like, we need to get out of here. And so do I just get on the?
Yeah, if you want, you can just climb on. There's no check required for that. You guys can just board it and situate yourselves.
Yeah, the spot where the Rat King was forming.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw a little bit of food down there. There's a peace offering.
What kind of food?
Bit of bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. From your rations.
My rations.
Okay.
Probably.
So,
real stanky cheese.
as you drop it down onto the floor, you see one of them poke its head out of a hole, sniff at the offerings, and then in like strangely human-like hands, it grasps the offerings, looks at you, and squeaks, and then disappears back into the hole.
Did I understand when it squeaked or not?
You got the sense that the squeak was kind of like an acknowledgement. It wasn't a word, but it was sort of like, yeah. It was positive.
I just
in its
imagine
tone.
I just imagine you can get those like tiny little hands that you can put on your fingertips. Just like that's what I imagine.
I'm Tetsuo.
Tiny hands.
Tetsuo. Oh, Jesus.
Tetsuo fingers.
So, who's priming the pump, as it were? Who's on it?
I guess I'll go back over.
Yeah, it's gonna be the two of us because your strength is like what?
20.
Yeah, so is mine. So it's gonna be us. Yeah.
And Grog's not here, and he's stronger than me, I think.
Grog's sleeping on the. Actually, it's you two. Why not?
Yeah. Would they be with us still? They'd probably be with us still.
It's Grog because he's bigger.
Okay, so so you all clamber aboard.
Yeah, we're gonna fit.
And it is tight, especially as those that are you're pumping the handles to move the cart need the room to be able to do so. So you're probably having to hold on to each other as around the sort of edges of its platform
like
in order to. Yeah. Can you, those of you, well, it's just you because Max isn't here. So can you do a performance check?
Performance. Yeah. Oh Jesus.
To try and figure out which way to do this.
That's not bad.
14.
14. Okay, so between you and Grogger, you're having trouble finding like a synchronous rhythm, and you're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Grog, wait for me.
And the dwarves are like, "What? Can you just figure this out? Come on, it's not that hard.
Oh,
one goes up, one goes down."
I'll use my inspiration actually. Shall I use my
If you want,
inspiration?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that? Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you've made a
sure.
decision. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna...
You're gonna have to roll again though.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what's that? That's worse. 11.
Well, when Craig is do another check.
Oh, sure, right,
An
okay.
entirely new check. So 11 and.
Ugh. 10.
Oh God. So Grogget just stops pumping
Worth
all
it.
together. He's like, "Oh, I don't get it." And Craig, you're just like pumping furiously.
Okay,
and,
so-
and it's just the cart's not really going anywhere. It's kind of just drifting further and further back, like in the opposite direction to the tunnel mouth.
Okay, so I get pissed off and
Guys, what are you
push
doing?
Grog away, like get it.
Oi!
you.
Oi!
And I do it even worse than he did.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh god.
So you just can't meet the rhythm of each other accurately. And
You're going too
The
fast!
cart is just drifting
is like a door.
backwards, and
I need
Nicole
a pillow
says,
under my ass.
she's like, "Quickly, figure this out, because if you can see that there's a great hole at the end of the track just here. We'll end up getting stuck down there if you're not careful.
Are you
Do
gonna
we have to
use
get
it?
out and push?"
I've used it.
No, no, you didn't.
I
You rolled-
shout to Ezra
You didn't
quickly.
add them.
My inspiration.
Yeah, you didn't add it on top of the.
No, I did. That was what the 2 dice were. One was the inspiration.
Yeah, but you didn't add them together. You
Did
just
you
went
get Ezra to do
10. You
it?
just went 11. Oh, 10.
I was thinking
No, I did add them.
Did you?
You
Ezra,
don't add them both together.
Yeah.
because it's somewhat of your bard.
You
so I
add
was thinking
inspiration
if
to your roll.
If they
No,
roll or
sorry,
move
sorry,
to your
Haz.
rhythm.
Sorry, let me just clarify this for these guys. When you roll inspiration, for me in this game, it's a D20 advantage. So it's like you take the higher number off one of the D20.
Yeah.
Have you was that what you've been doing?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay.
Totally.
I'm gonna leave now.
Do you want me to
Alright.
roll, do you want me to roll again, or
No,
Sorry,
no. Haz, what was it you were going to do? What were you in?
Oh, I was. Rumble was
Haz.
just going to ask Ezra if he
Say
could
Haz.
make a rhythm or something that you could. I was going to say row.
Oh, like
But
like
Rose-
like rowing to the drums.
Yeah,
kind of
rowing to the
beat.
drums kind of thing for the duh, 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 duh.
Oh, wheel. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Well,
Ezra records sort of a tale of some sort of adventuring group, but the tale has like a rhythmic kind of thing to it. So as he recalls it, it kind of has a rhythm beat that kind of keeps things in time.
So
he sort
the
of
bard
tells
is
this
doing a
tale
time.
with this lyrical kind of
Okay.
thing.
You're like a drummer.
So, Craig, are you continuing to operate the machine? So, do another performance check, but with advantage.
performance?
Both of us.
Are you? Oh yeah, you too, please. Yeah.
With advantage or without?
Yeah, with advantage, because Ezra's helping you keep time with.
This is
with-
still performance.
Yeah, still performance.
I'm not very charismatic, as you may already guess.
Ah, that was 18
I'll,
before it
I'll
wasn't.
also say to who's least. I guess it would be probably well, you're both hopeless, but so I'd say to Cray while doing it, like you can do this. This is totally your jam. I'll give you bardic inspiration.
I do like
It's
jam.
easy. Just follow time with what I say.
So, what was your result? And because Ezra's just
So
given
just
you
add a
bardic
D8.
inspiration.
A 7.
So wait,
Roll a
bardic is-
D8.
Yeah.
With you
Add
add
a
D8 to it.
No, yours was higher.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
That's 7, so that's 14.
14.
Okay, and what did you get?
15, yeah,
Oh,
15.
do I get inspiration as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
No.
only one person.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can
What did
only
you get with your
bardic
advantage
inspiration to
roll?
one of you.
I got 11.
I got 15.
Jesus Christ, you guys are.
Okay, so yeah, Cray is like
I can't play rhythm games!
no, you're good. You're like you get it. You're in time with the with the beat that Ezra has established for you. But Sif is just he's struggling to match it, and like, he has to keep letting go of the handle because he can't get into sequence. And Grogget's just like, oh, this is stupid. Oh, push! And he just jumps off the cart, gets behind it, and just pushes you down the tunnel.
Oh, I'm doing it.
So he's just powering you down the line by main strength. And Boggett is like,
That's it, Grog! Keep it up!
It's like he's in the room.
So you're on your way, and the dwarves are just like, I can't. I've never seen anything like this. It's just absolutely pathetic. Like, what? It's a simple matter of one of you goes down at the time and then pulls up when the other one pushes down. It's just simple. You know, you're
It's
useless.
been a long day, okay?
But who plays the song?
It's like maybe we should have done it and just saved you the humiliation.
Oh, that'd have been helpful.
Take all agency away from the players in the game completely and just have NPCs do everything.
That's probably for the best, to be fair.
I still get you killed.
Sounds like a mobile game to me.
Don't talk to me about mobile games.
Burning. Okay.
You give me flashbacks.
So, the tunnel is dark, and those of you without dark vision or any other form of augmentation to your sight, you can barely see anything. You just got the sensation of like the breeze like passing you as Grogget is powering you down the line. So, is there anything you want to do whilst in transit? Like, do you want to create light or
I just tell Ezra, describe it to him. Be as descriptive as you can. Describe it to me. I can't see anything.
I shall describe it thusly. I'm just going to cast daylight.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that can happen? Do I need to
Summon
make
the
that?
sun.
It's not Arcana, is it?
All the rats. Yeah.
So,
Do I need to test to see if my spell works?
yes, can you do a spellcasting ability check for me, please?
9.
9. Okay, so the
The
tiniest
future sucks, man.
the tiniest mote of light
I rolled a
manifests and then just puffs out instantly. It even makes a whimpering sound. Like, it's so pathetic.
What spell was that?
So one of the
That
dwarves
was
like,
daylight. There is no light in this unholy place. There is no horizon upon which the sun will rise. Even light has forsaken this time.
So Copper again says to you, haven't any of you got like a lantern or a torch or anything that emits light? Yeah, I know, but this chap can't see.
Oh, why don't you pull your hat over your face and use your eyes? That thing you
My
do.
specialized.
Yeah, well, your eyes come out of the hat and it's like weird.
That just provides true sight. Doesn't actually let him see in the dark.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
He doesn't know that.
Caleb, Caleb,
That just lets
Use
him
your
see that it
horns.
is truly dark.
Yeah.
Oh, my horn. Yeah, I've got my horn. I mean, I assume I still have them on.
Yeah, your horn lamps. The only problem is that how your horns are arranged on your head, they point backwards.
Yeah, it was
don't
always they point
So the light will only,
backwards.
unless you take them
Basically,
off.
brake lights.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could sit backwards.
Yeah, you could be standing on
Or
the
I could-
facing like behind you.
I'll just like sit on the edge of the back. Yeah, I think I just need to say that there's just a trigger word, right? If I remember. Where's my notes
Yeah.
on this?
Trigger
There
word.
should be an activation.
Turn her
Word.
horn headlights on.
Horn headlights.
She's got horn headlights.
But they are
Oh, I've
magic.
moved them all to my D&D
Oh.
Beyond.
They are magic. That's gonna be fun for you. It's time to mess it up for everyone else.
It's alright, might just roll to cast daylight and it didn't happen.
Oh yeah, then we'll find. Am I being too cynical again? I'm sorry. I'm not really.
Well, Kat, let's just say that you have found your
It'll be something like pumpkin. It'll be like pumpkins.
Okay.
The magical word is magic.
Can you do a
Arcana
check for me, please?
Bye.
Oh no.
Yes.
I just want to eat the rest of my disgusting pizza full of mushrooms. Delicious mushrooms.
With disadvantage, sorry, I forgot to say. With disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage.
Delicious mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh no. Pizza did find its way into the session.
Oh,
somehow.
pizza did manage to arrive.
Pat's providing the pizza porn
it
for
was a
today's
14.
session. 14.
It came all over my face.
Unfortunately, that isn't enough for it to work, and they briefly like glimmer and then fizzle out, so you don't have any illumination at all on this journey. So,
Do we have anything in the bag?
Do we not have any torches?
I'm sorry, I got really hungry again.
Well, I guess
Just like
Rumble
a
wouldn't, because
flame
you
torch.
could magically create light.
Ooh.
Yeah, I really need to get an. Whilst we're here, I really need to get an augmentation for my eyes.
You're gonna jump on the augmentation bandwagon.
Yeah, because there was one that was literally. What do you call it? What Riddick has?
Oh, like eye shine.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's one that was
shined his
eye shine. I was
eyes.
like, after this, I might just go and get that.
Go back to the marketplace and.
So, whilst Cray Cray is fumbling about in the bag of holding for a lantern or a torch of some kind, Grogget says to you, "What's that rumbling sound?"
Oh God.
And Dwarf's like, what rumbling sound? What? He's like, "I can feel it, and I can hear it. Rumbling behind us."
Oh no.
Try the pump again, guys. I think there's maybe something coming down the tracks.
Since I'm the guy that's looking backwards, because Craig's the one going forwards. Can I have dark vision, so can I see anything behind?
Not at present. If you would like to make perception checks, those of you that wish to, you can. If you want.
I feel like we should try and get this thing moving a bit faster.
Yeah.
18.
18 is great. What's everybody else get?
Oh,
Perception, right?
Yeah.
You can't see because you're looking
I'm
directly
doing that
forward.
way, yeah. We have a torch
Oh wait,
anyway.
I'm blind anyway.
Yeah.
I can't see the
You'd
dot.
be rolling with severe disadvantage.
Total. Not great.
7 dice, 7 rolls.
I hand Bramble a torch.
Okay.
Oh.
Unlit, I'm assuming.
It must be, yeah. It burns for an hour.
Okay, so you strike some flints together or what have you, whatever. A non-magical, practical form of producing flame when the torch erupts to life.
Oh,
and
I
so
like
you
hold
can,
it slightly ajar to myself because obviously I'm made of.
because you're a
straw.
straw boy. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
I know. I'm just. Oh.
So as you're holding it at arm's
Highly
length
flammable.
to illuminate, you see that this tunnel, like the bricks and blocks and various other like columns and lintels and things that are built into its structure in order to support it, it is incredibly damaged, as if some great like weight above jumped down onto the ground and caused everything below it to just fissure and crack and split, and so it all looks very precarious, like it isn't gonna hold up under much.
Is there cobwebs
pressure.
and stuff there still?
Yeah, there's like dust and rubble and old cobwebs, and in the gaps in the ceiling and walls, you can see like thick weave of old
So
dusty cobwebs.
It's not been disturbed for a long time.
Not for a while,
but
no.
it's old damage.
Yeah, old damage.
So what do I see looking back?
So looking back, what's the? Is it
Just gonna be
120
right back, guys.
your dark vision? What is it?
60 feet.
60. Okay, nothing yet. But you do hear the same rumbling, approaching
I can hear it
noise that Grogget sensed. and you can also feel this subtle vibration which is building in intensity.
There's something coming towards us
through the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like,
So,
I think we need to go faster.
Okay, so Ezra's
get on
going
and
to cast.
take over from me. You're stronger.
Or he's going to at least attempt to cast enhanced ability. So he's going to try and give. Who's on the pumps right now?
Sif and Cray.
Still. Right, Sif, I'll try and give Sif, Cray, and Grog all bull strength. So if I can cast it.
Ooh. Okay.
Strength of the bull.
I hope the bull strength doesn't turn into bullshit strength.
Does it give me wings?
That's Red Bull.
13, does that land? It doesn't land, does it?
13.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. No.
Oh,
So
man.
just, again, the spell fizzles out, and you guys are just left. You know.
Well, it
standing.
looks like you're on your own. I'll just sit here.
You could get out and push Ezra.
I do. I feel stronger. And I do this at Ezra.
So, do you want to make an attempt to
Yeah, I'll try.
to pump between the two of you another performance
I'm
check?
gonna use a different dice to see what
Why
happens.
performance?
Why is it performance?
Because it's about rhythm. It's about finding a synchronous pattern with each other.
That's like my dump stat.
Sure is.
Well, that's your problem.
I'm not a charismatic
You
bugbear.
should have got your bard on the.
Ezra's going to say,
Nice!
you have no rhythm whatsoever.
Nice! What's
He's
that
just
one?
going to push
18.
Oh, no, he's not. He's going to push Sif out of the way.
So Ezra pushes Sif out of the way. Cray gets 18, which is
No,
great.
no. Let me fucking do this roll first.
No.
Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
One thing at a time.
Alright,
Jeez. Dick. Yeah, no, you can push me away.
So Ezra pushes Sif aside, gets onto the handle.
Okay,
What's your
dirty 20?
Dirty 20. So between Ezra and Cray, you finally match rhythms and start pumping this thing, and its speed increases, combined with Groggett's efforts in pushing behind you, and he's like, I'm having trouble keeping up now, and his legs fall out from him, and he's just holding onto the back of the
I
car.
tried to put him on.
Do a strength check.
Oh my god, he's so
I'm gonna
big.
assist. I'm gonna assist him with that.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
No,
So I'm on the back of the car.
Nice,
from
nat
trying
20
to
and
light
dirty
up front.
20. Wow.
How many
I'm
nat
sticking out
20s is
an arm.
that?
Some
this
good
game?
rolls in this session.
That's been a lot of nat 20s
Wow.
today.
No.
That's
So
the second nat 20 I've rolled.
you both between the two of you managed to haul the ogre and Boggart on his back in his saddle up onto the
No, he's got robot
back
legs
of-
now. Remember?
Oh god, yes, so he has. My mistake. He's autonomous.
I mean, I was just assuming he was sat on the thing.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right. I
Just
completely,
cheerleading from the
I
sideline.
completely forgot.
Fail! I need to fuck everything up for you
In fact, why was Groggett pushing? Boggart could have pushed with his pneumatic legs, like his new special robot
Massive.
legs.
I know, right?
No, I forgot.
Which is very
Long
But,
legs.
you know,
he's over there
that's
in
in
the
character,
corner
though.
doing
That's
flying
in
kicks
character.
like he's Rob Van Dam with
Also,
his new
you-
legs.
I don't want to
Let's-
pilot
let's
Max's
get-
character.
let's
That's the
get-
thing. I don't want to pilot him.
Let's get a visual reminder for everybody.
I've got new
Oh,
legs.
yeah. Robot legs.
Okay. So yeah, your speed increases thanks to your efforts, and as you're like thundering down this passage at a fairly impressive rate now, you see in the distance, those of you that either have dark vision or have you, this humongous worm-like metal construct barreling down the tunnel behind you, and in its mouth is like a strange bit composed of revolving
Oh my
spiked,
god.
like, so it's like a grinding
Yeah.
mouth.
So it's essentially like a tunnel boring machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just boring through the tunnel after you,
Oh, God.
and it's the girth of its body is only just fits within
It's a
the
mecha worm.
the tunnel mouth, and you can see that
Oh,
it's
cool.
actually collapsing
But, oh
the
my
tunnel
God.
behind it.
We've got worms!
So
What's that episode of SpongeBob? An Alaskan bullworm? That's one of these.
Oh, yeah.
so can you make a and you can all assist with this if you want to. So it's going to be a group check. So if there's a majority of successes, you'll succeed. but inversely, you will also fail if it's a majority of failures.
No
So, can you all do a... And I'll leave it up to you. You can either do dexterity, acrobatics, or strength athletics in order to assist however you can physically
Strength athletics.
in the operation of this machine to try and make it go even faster.
29.
29.
Bramble just cheer from the side or something, because...
Well, I just rolled
oh,
another
fuck you.
nat 20. You know.
31.
31.
What did you get? Another nat 20, Kat?
Yeah, I mean, it's 23. It's not 31, but
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, we're doing good.
31.
that's ridiculous.
You
That's
gotta
the
do
most
all
nat 20s
your
I've
push-ups,
ever rolled.
guys. Come on.
Ezra, what did you get?
25.
Oh, nice.
Bramble, how about you?
I'm all about the
16.
acrobatics.
16.
Okay, the 16
That's the
isn't
highest
good.
I'll ever get on any sort of physical activity roll ever.
16 isn't bad though,
That's a
but
good
just
roll.
but it isn't what you needed to succeed. However, the rest of
That's
it's good.
fine.
I can roll
29,
the,
31.
Your best isn't good enough. You basically do what Aaron said.
no. I can roll my inspiration.
Yeah, do your inspiration.
It doesn't add to it. So if that's the best roll you're ever going to get, it's not going to matter.
No, I mean, like, I only rolled a 16, but it's base. Like,
Is it
my,
like, but it's like advantage, right?
I've got +1 to, and strength is just a 0. Like,
So what
I
did you
don't
get,
anything for that.
Bramble, with the reroll?
Ugh.
17.
It is better, but it isn't enough. But fortunately for you, the majority of people in your group rolled well, and they did beat the dice check, the difficulty check.
So,
So
as we're pumping, he's just kind of like waving on the wind.
yeah. So as you
I
see
know,
this
right?
this colossal construct with this like tunnel boring like bit in its mouth speeding towards you, the panic this induces gives you all like extra incentive, and you cooperating with each other, you manage to increase the speed of the car, and you actually do start to leave this creature behind. But it is still pursuing you relentlessly down this tunnel, and you can hear it even when you can't see
Oh my
it
God.
boring through in the distance behind you. But fortunately, you come out into a larger area, not a tunnel. Let me find the right. Where is it? It is still it's like a cave passage, so it isn't a tunnel that's like a manufactured tunnel. It's like a natural formation, and ahead of you you can see that there is a huge gap where the tracks are all bent and rent and end. And
Indiana Jones moment.
yeah, here's your Indiana Jones moment. You've been waiting for this.
If we all jump up at
for
the
like
same
89
time.
episodes. So what are you going to do? You can see this ahead of you. Like,
Everyone, quick, jump up at the same time.
Any way, any other like are there any tracks coming out?
You gonna
off
count
of it?
down?
Anything like that?
No, it's just basically like
Yeah.
one of the rails that you're travelling on goes up in a sort of ramp-like arrangement, whereas the other one just kind of bows off to the side.
Is there a switch?
I don't know, do a perception check. There's only one track.
Oh, it's right
that
at
you
the
can
back.
see.
Is that 15?
Yeah, it's 15 plus your per perception. So
16?
17.
17, sorry,
Okay.
yeah.
17.
Sorry, I looked at persuasion.
There is no track switch because there's only one rail line that you can see. Like over the opposite side, there's a rail that goes off into a hole in the wall, but you're not on that
We're on the
path.
sort of
You're on
rail.
the opposite path, and there's no switch.
Is the tunnel like that encompasses us? You said it opens up, so is there space to like jump off and be
Yes.
out of the?
If you wanted to, you
range
could.
Of that one?
You could jump off to the sides. You'll be landing on a rocky surface, but if you wanted to
We
jump
should
off
have
the
something
to
top,
go
following
much
us.
further.
Right? So we're going to die if we jump off here because we're gonna get eaten by this boring worm.
How much further to where we have to get off? I say to the The dwarves.
So Nickel says to you, well, from what I can remember, I think there's the scrapyard is ahead, but the tracks were fine before when we were last here. Someone sabotaged them.
This before?
I mean, okay, so they wouldn't have gotten onto this thing with us if they knew the tracks were sabotaged, because they would have fucking died, right?
Yeah.
Can anyone make this thing fly?
I can make myself fly.
So
Not sure what
Colt
you
says,
I might be able to
whatever
make
you're gonna
myself
do,
fly.
do it quick.
We gotta gain speed. We gotta gain speed.
You're already going pretty fast.
Ezra's going to try one more time to cast a spell.
You can do it,
He's going to try and
Ezra.
Don't fuck it
pull him
up.
off himself into his favourite giant eagle.
We're going to pull up the car.
No, he's gonna
Yeah.
fuck off.
Oh, for God's sake!
What'd you get?
Oh.
Rolled a 1.
Oh!
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
So Ezra's magic just like makes a farting sound like a.
Okay, so as he does that,
Wait.
Okay.
Because I've let you get away with it so far, but now it's wild magic time. It's
Yeah.
oh god.
But I mean, it could be a good thing.
roll a
It could be.
D100,
You-
please,
My
Ezra.
objects become weightless.
Welcome,
It could be that.
welcome to the last episode of Misfits and Monsters.
Every episode's the last episode.
Yeah, that's true.
What did you get?
Oh, sorry. It's the percentile dice. Let's have a look. 79.
79.
More like
Please tell me
70
it's not the
die.
statue of myself.
So, upon the farting failure of his original spellcasting attempt,
Does it follow through?
suddenly butterflies and flower petals manifest all around Ezra, obscuring your
I
sight.
mean, it's very
In like it's like a within 10 feet of Ezra, they're basically swarming around him, but they're insubstantial. They're not physical, but they're substantial enough in terms of their opaqueness.
Do they block
for
anybody
him
else's view?
Say again.
Do they block anybody else's
Yeah,
view?
anybody that's within 10 feet of you is basically
That's pretty all of us.
blinded by. Yeah.
Okay, before that happened, could we see the other side of this chasm?
Yeah, it's the other. It's a match to the
Not
to this
anymore,
side
you
where the tracks have been bent out of shape.
How far is it from the
It is
Can I
10
tell?
feet.
10 feet? That's not too bad. Okay, so as all this is happening, Sif is going to fish out the rope he has in his bag. He's going to tie it around his waist, and he's going to grab. Oh man, okay. Oh fuck! I had some like. Okay, I have some stuff that I can turn into a makeshift hook. Hook.
I've got a grappling hook.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a. Well. Thanks.
You can take the grappling hook.
I'm going to stay alive, and you're all going to die. So I grab a grappling hook from my bro here, and tie the other the other side of the rope to it, and I start as we approach the chasm. I start swinging it.
Okay. So
Okay.
Just like making. Oh, this
Yeah.
is all for myself, by the way. I'm trying to stay alive. You guys can die.
okay. Right. Is there anything else?
I'll fasten rope. I'll quickly fasten the rope that I've got, and then pass it to everyone else so that we're all lassoed together.
Okay.
And I'll put 2 pitons in my hand.
Do a survival check to see if you can
What for?
pull this off.
Ooh, I rolled a 16 again.
What's your survival though?
My survival is +2, so it's 18.
18.
So I rolled a 20.
Yeah, it's a 20.
So I rolled a nat 20 on mine.
Okay. So yep, you competently managed to secure everyone one by one to this line of rope, so you're all joined.
Okay. Let's say that I allowed you to tie
So
yourself.
is everybody happy with Cray Cray doing that? No one else has got any other
I've
plans?
got my own rope, man. You got your rope.
I think. Sorry. real quick. So there's a gap between in the tracks between us and the other side of the rail.
Mm-hmm.
And to the left and right of us, this chasm opens up, right?
Yeah, it's like a large cave passage. It's.
If we jump to the side, this thing will go past us.
No, it won't.
So we're fine on the trucks.
Theoretically, yeah.
I'm not taking that
Yeah.
chance.
So why are we jumping to the? That makes no
I'm
sense.
not taking that chance. I don't want to die.
Bramwell's gonna attempt to cast fly on himself and.
This feels like a Prometheus moment.
Yeah, the Prometheus moment.
Run sideways, goddammit!
Oh,
God damn it!
that scene was dumb.
Yeah, Bramwell's gonna cast fly on the two strongest members, so they can carry him and someone else.
Fly?
Basically.
Oh, so it's us again. Okay.
So you're going to try to fly. You're going to do spellcasting ability check.
Yeah.
then.
On people, on yourself or on us?
Yeah, on probably Craig or Brock, whoever's stronger.
So we definitely can't. We can't just outrun it on the.
Aaron said he doesn't really want to drive Max's characters when they're not here, so you should probably avoid that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And also, I
Either way-
want flying on me so I don't die.
So what did you get?
I got 22.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you pull that off. So you cast fly upon Cray Cray, is it, or Brogget?
Yeah, Craig, I'll put a class on Craig.
Okay, so Cray Cray, you know, in the midst of your pumping, you suddenly like start
Oh no!
floating upwards.
It's my time, guys! Bye!
So just read to me the conditions of the spell so I understand how to.
You touch a willing creature, the target gains a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration. When the spell ends, the target falls if it's still aloft.
How long is it for? A minute?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Concentration of 10 minutes.
Okay, so Cray Cray, you are suddenly given the gift of flight, so you can fly above. You let it go, and the rope pulls taut, and everybody's being carried up with you as you're flying. Can you make a strength? I don't know how else to deal with this. Just make a strength athletics check to see if you can support the weight of.
Fly to the side, Cray Cray. Fly to the wall.
32.
32. Okay. Yeah, because I've decided I'm raising your dice difficulty checks to in accordance with just how ridiculous you are. But yeah, you pass. So you feel a tug as each person is gradually lifted by the rope that's trailing below you, and it's basically like the Goonies poster where Cray Cray is at the top flying, and in descending orders, there's everybody else kind of clinging to his leg, but secured by a rope, and then somebody else is on somebody else's leg, except for Sif, who is still on the cart, which is now slowing down slightly as it's no longer being primed, unless you're just going to continue.
No, I'm just.
And so, do you want to attempt to grapple onto a stalactite?
I'm going to attempt to grapple to basically on the rails on the other side, because that's a good, heavy piece of.
So make a. First, can you do a dexterity check to see if you can actually target the area you're after?
That's 13.
Okay. Oof. So it fails this first time, and the grapple just falls down into the chasm, but you can pull it back if you want to. So make a survival check, because you're rapidly approaching the edge. So.
That's 16.
Okay, that's good. So yeah, you reel it back in, and you can then make another attempt to try and.
So I'm just going to throw it blindly on the other side of, like, towards the tunnel. So that's a big enough target where you don't have to aim it.
Well, I mean, you could aim for the tracks on the other side if you wanted to.
I just want to use a pure strength.
Pure strength. Yeah, go for it. Okay. So do another.
Could you do athletics?
Yeah.
Sweet. 21.
Yes.
21. Okay, good. Yeah. So the grapple sails over the gap, and it drags across the floor for a little bit, and then snags on like a divot or a protruding piece of rock and pulls taut.
And I jump.
So
as we approach the jump, I as it flies out, I jump with the force of the
Okay.
The jump itself.
So the cart reaches the end of the rails, and one wheel, like, travels up the bent upward rail. One wheel, sorry, and the cart careens into the air upwards. And so, are you still holding on to the cart in some way?
No.
Or you've just jumped off with the rope, and now you're swinging in the air, like.
Yeah, like your neighborhood Spider-Man.
Okay.
Jagged
So
wall,
do
or
a survival check to see if you can pull this off.
Okay. Well, I am tied by it, so
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. The worst that could happen is I go unconscious by hitting the wall, and that's a fucking critical failure.
Oh no! So like the trajectory in which you are launched off the cart as it goes up and then flies to the side, it's kind of odd. So the rope isn't taut, so you're kind of just falling, and then as you descend and it reaches its point of elasticity, it pulls taut, and you are dragged into the side of the rock face of the chasm and smack into the wall.
How much damage does Sif take? How much punishment do I take?
All of it.
Oh, you fucker.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
So you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage as you're smacked into the jagged cliff face of the chasm, but the rope and the grapple hold, but you're just kind of like dangling there, being sort of dragged back and forth across the rocks.
Okay.
The rest of you are flying, and you're obviously witnessing this display, but you fly out of the over the gap, I'm assuming, and as you look below you, this humongous metallic worm barrels out of the passage behind you, smashes through the rails, churning them up and grinding them in these like spinning toothed wheels that are in its mouth like a bit, and then continues to plough a furrow further ahead of you around this, in like a circular sort of pattern, around this raised area in a vast cavern, which you can see through the opening that it travels through. And there's like a half-completed metal archway that's rising from this like large bed of various types of scrap metal, and there are 4 scorpion-like constructs making their way through these piles of scrap, hauling pieces of metal to the archway, and then like some of them are attaching bits to the arch to build onto it. So it's obviously under construction.
Right.
And they're welding these pieces with like their stinger tails, which
these are robots.
Yeah, they're automata of some kind, but they look like scorpions.
Nanoswarm.
And flying up and down and around this archway as these constructs are working are these winged crossbow-like constructs, which are obviously some form of sentry.
Oh shit.
But you have yet to enter that area. You're still just kind of like flying through this large tunnel that connects to this open area where this boar worm has thundered around.
Can I steer towards where Sif is?
I'll be fine. I can run up the wall.
You can fly down. I'm assuming this can be ended at will.
Work.
Is that right, Bramble? Fly.
Pardon?
They can just choose to end this effect upon themselves. Is that right?
Yeah, I can choose to end it. Yep.
Okay, so I mean, you guys do what you want.
It's just obviously Kriko's like pulling everyone along. He's like,
Do another strength check, actually.
So I'll try and get them to solid ground.
The weight that you can feel upon your limbs as they're dangling from.
Oh, same 30.
Okay, alright, so you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so even though it's a bit of a like hurdy-gurdy sort of undulating passage, like you managed to fly.
And I barf when we get there.
Do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
Barf over the side.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, the con save.
That's
ridiculous. It's 11.
+1, 12.
12. Yeah, you barf. The weight of the rope on your your abdomen is basically it's like
yeah.
it's forcing whatever you ate back up.
It's like doing squats.
It looks different.
But you've managed to haul them across in a wavering fashion over to the other side and land on the opposite side of the chasm, which is now being completely churned up by the worm. And that was another thing I needed to do. The rope is severed by the worm thundering across the chasm over you that you're dangling from.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, because hold on. Sorry to interrupt you, but so what they're doing is happening at the same time as I'm.
No, I meant to. I'm going to have to retroactively do this. So the worm has just passed overhead of you, and Cray Cray's now flying down over towards you to see what's happened, because the worm has just churned up all of that. All the tracks, all of the ground, where the rope was attached to, and so it snapped. So
I am able to just move up the wall.
Yeah, you can spider climb, can't you? Yeah. But you're going to have to do some form of check to become aware of this because of the circumstances. So
what would you want me to do?
Do
like acrobatics or something?
No, make another survival roll for me.
19.
Good.
That's good. All right, yeah. So you feel the weight, the support from the rope just drop, and you like latch onto the wall, and you can haul yourself up at your leisure now.
Yeah, good thing I've been climbing recently.
Yeah.
And Cray Cray lands on the opposite side and sees you scaling up the wall, and you're like a bit bruised and battered and cut from the impact.
I did it all on my own.
What do you guys want to do?
He's like a spider, but big.
Do you just want to just enter into this vast cavern with the scrap metal arch being constructed, or do you want to just linger on the threshold of the tunnel you're in for a bit longer?
Well, first thing I would like to do as soon as I get up is cast Wholeness of Body on myself to regain some of the lost hit points.
Okie doke.
And then
I'll. Where are we supposed to be going? Are we supposed to go through here?
Yeah, okay, that's the dwarves.
So the Copper is like leaning forward. He's like, we need to go through there, I think, but it's a lot more heavily guarded than it was before. Sorry, the fucking rope is cutting into my pelvis, and it's rustling my jimmies.
I think maybe this is a good place to have a rest.
Are we safe here?
For the moment,
you're like
the worm has disappeared out of sight, having ploughed a furrow beyond this tunnel opening into this large cavern area where this arch rises from its centre.
Well, there's no going back from here.
So I turn to Nico and I ask, does this happen often?
He's like, no, I've never seen this before. This is new. Maybe it's some new security measures that the resistance have put in place because of unwanted attention. I don't know.
Do you think we can rest here?
Well, I mean, if that worm thing comes back this way or behind us, well, we'll be ground up like chum.
And what are these things?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen the scorpion things before. They're called Scaladar, but the resistance use them as anything from guards to like heavy lifters. You can see they're being employed to build something there for some reason. I don't know.
Are they going to attack us?
Quite likely, yeah.
Oh, how do we let them know that we're here? The resistance.
Well, what we're hoping is that they employ like eye spies that can see us as we enter and know that we're friendly. I mean, we did give the signal, and we've never been treated like this before. We've traded with them for various goods in the past.
Well, let's just carry on forward then if they're expecting us. Everyone be on alert.
So Copper is like,
I could do with a rest. I need to get this rope out from my butt crack.
Well, I'd also like to rest.
Okay, so Sif is going to go ahead because he's now all healed up, and he's going to look for any kind of like nooks off of this tunnel that maybe wasn't completely like closed off that we could hide in.
Okay, do an investigation check.
Someone else might want to do the same because my investigation is +0.
Yeah.
16.
Man, how many 16s have we rolled?
Pretty good. We all pretty good.
All
Yeah, so
16s and 20s today, that's it.
Yeah.
I rolled all of my 20s before we started playing.
You've been rolling 16s a lot.
How is 16 for my perception?
It's pretty good. Is that? Was anybody else doing anything?
Go on, I'll give him
I'll have one.
Oh, I see shit. I got crap in my eyes.
Yeah, you got 6.
I don't have
I
a torch,
just
do I? I
rolled.
guess the torch must have dropped.
I just rolled another natural 20.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
The fuck?
So Kayla and Sif
Okay,
searching one side of
I need
the
to remember
wall.
which dice this is.
I'm just gonna say, Kat, you remember at the start of the session you said you have a 3D printer. Did you just already print the dice?
I did it while, yeah, I did it while you
already
were...
3D print the dice with that's all 20s.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
I
we
promise you, there's all the numbers on this. As
Yeah,
well
we
as
tried.
That could be any dice you
That
just
is-
picked up.
that is 3 natural 20s out of that. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's
actually
great. So
ridiculous.
you and Sif between you searching that side, the right hand side of the tunnel, you see a fissure in the side wall that's been created by the worm's passageway. It's big enough that you could all fit through it, and beyond you can see there's like a little cave in there, like some form of natural hollow or of some kind that you could take a rest in for a moment if you wanted to, though there is a danger that you could become trapped in there if that thing comes back and further disturbs the environment with its passage.
What's everyone's health like?
I'm on nearly 4.
Mine's okay.
Not great.
Not great.
Maybe we could. So, do you guys want to risk a
I've
long
been
rest, or
worse.
should we take a short?
We could. I have stone shape, so if I knew where the entrance, quote unquote, to this little thing we're going into is, I could try to stone shape our way out if we do get, if that worm does come back.
Okay.
Okay, so we could probably risk a long rest in here.
Do you,
Okay.
Ezra? Do you still have some of the superior potions we got given before we got here?
Didn't I drink? I drank maybe one of them.
We think we got 4 each.
Got 4 each. Oh, in that case, yeah, I guess I've got 3.
Yeah. So, because I'm gonna have to do one of those as well.
Okay. Well, let's
Yeah.
pause there and resume next session because it seems like a good place to,
Oh, okay.
it's like a
Sounds
good
good.
chapter end.
All right. Okay.
So you're
yeah.
taking a long rest in that little offshoot cave then, and
We're going for long rest, yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
it's up to you. I mean, you guys, you decide, but
And I'll give Ezra a good berry as well
okay.
because he's not been having the
I've had
best
enough
time.
of these mediocre berries.
Yeah, this one's real
Sounds
good.
like a good berry.
It's glowing. Look.
Okay, so thanks for playing, everyone. Thanks to our raiders and anybody that watched. I hope that was entertaining. We'll be back again next Wednesday around 8ish. If you want to join us. Today's session I was using elements from the following products. So that's Rogue's Law, Meter Mechanus and Talos Unleashed, which all contain adventures featuring the plane of law or Mechanus and constructs. So I've been drawing on them for inspiration and taking elements of them and blending it with our campaign adventure. So you know, if you've enjoyed some of what we've been doing, elements of it have been pilfered from these sources. So why not support their creators and go to DM's Guild and throw them a few shekels for it. That was also combined with Dungeons of the Mad Mage, which is obviously Wizard of the Coast adventure module, and Eberron Rising from the Last War. I've been sort of blending elements of all of those together to do what I wanted to do for this campaign. I also have adventures on the DM's Guild, including the Blood Ties anthology, because that contains my adventure, the Crimson Well, and along with the 11 other adventures, they would all be perfect for Halloween. So if you're looking for some spooky, ooky frills, chills and spills to entertain yourselves with on Samhain, why not get the Blood Ties anthology, because it would be perfect for that. And then I have also got 2 other adventures on the DM's Guild, so if you'd like to support me and the stream in some way, the best way to do that would be to purchase these, because that's it. That's really everything just goes back into doing D&D. So there's the Fox and the Fae, which was made with the help of the RPG Writers Workshop, which is also worthy of checking out. And then there's Craftmas with Gremlins, and that's a winter festive themed adventure. So why not buy it now before Christmas hits and play it during that holiday period. Other than that, I believe that's everything, unless you guys have got something you want to raise awareness about or promote or recommend.
I saw a really cool Kickstarter, which is, I think, gonna start tomorrow. I should have had the link ready, but I didn't. It's called like shirts with class. It's basically just like some cool D&D like nerdy T-shirts, which I thought looked pretty cool.
Cool.
But I think the Kickstarter is starting tomorrow, so I'll pop a link in the chat so people can check it out if they're interested. But that looks pretty cool. It's got some cool illustrators that I follow on Twitter who have contributed to the artwork for it as well.
Sweet.
Okay.
Cool. I would like to shout out this company called Thornless Rose UK. It's either a company or a person, but they have done some really fucking cool dice. Just come in, just look at those. That doesn't look
Oh, I'll share that link to you as well, Pat.
Yeah, but that's those are green dice, and they have humanely sourced bones of little rodents inside them, which I think is really spooky and cool for Halloween.
Cranium rats.
And also, I'm kind of strange, so I like that kind of stuff.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, check them out. I'm probably gonna get a set for myself, which I've never bought dice before, so you can see how impressed I am by that.
Join me in my addiction.
Yes, one of us.
I have other addictions.
Yeah. Another addiction.
Yeah, put it in my veins.
Anything else, or is everyone good? Yeah. Okay.
All good? Yep, that's it.
Read a book.
Yeah, read something.
Watch our stream mates 1d4 plus. Why does this always get me? 1d4 plus 1 from across the big drink. They're funny, and they have got several different like games going on Twitch and every other platform. So why not check them out?
All they do is stream.
And that's it. So we'll be back next week. And until then, be safe, be kind, be creative, and play D&D. So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.